Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to get this lifted, quite severe makeup look. So we're going to start with the eyes. So I'm just setting that concealer with my translucent powder so that all of the following powders that we put on just glide across the eye. So I'm just getting this bronzer here, starting sort of up here. You can see the crease of my eye is actually a bit lower, and I'm going a little bit above it with bronzer. Any dark brown eyeshadow, dark brown here called Ember. Do the same thing but with a lighter hand. And I'm just buffing that in and doing some circular motions to really soften it up. I'm gonna go back in and get bronzer again, this one, and just go over top. I'm just building on it a second time. And then just blend that out one more time. Any blending brush will do. You want to get this line as close to your lash line as possible. Okay, so now just get any brown eyeliner pencil that you have and then just draw on the wing on the side. So you want to angle it up like that, and then you just want to drag like that. Just get any angled brush that you have and get your bronzer again, this one, and we're just going to blend out that line. And I'm blending over the black eyeliner, and then I'm just blending the two. So see how the wing comes out? Then I'm just sort of joining that with the eyeshadow. Gonna get the fluffy blending brush again. So I've just put my hair back because we're gonna do foundation. I'm gonna mix one pump of this with a tiny pump of this. All of the products will be listed down below in the description box with all of the shades. So I'm just mixing those two together. I'm just gonna blend that in with my fingers. So just use whatever's left on your hand with the sponge, just the flat bit, and then I just blend it under my neck. I just use the sponge to blend all of the foundation. Doing this, just make sure it's not streaky and that there's no like finger marks or anything like that. I'm going to use cream bronzer and then suck your cheeks in. And then I'm going to do it from here to about here. I'm trying not to get any product on the apples of my cheeks. Then I'm just getting a really stiff brush and just dabbing that in there. Hold your cheeks in and do the same thing we did before. I'm just going to take that bronzer onto my temples and up on forehead. Just going to blend this all in, so just take your sponge and now I'm going to get cream blush, the Clinique one, put a little wiggle on there, then use my finger and just focus this on the outer proportion. Don't put it here or here, just up here. Concealer. And I'm just taking that from the side of my nose and dragging it out like a little triangle. Okay, now I'm just blending that up this part of my face, right up here. I'm just gonna get my loose powder, set that in place. I pack this on because I do think it really helps keep it flawless and in place all day. We're going to wipe off the excess later, so don't worry too much about that. And then I'm just getting this big fluffy brush and just swirling it into the powder. And just gently setting everything. So this thin layer of powder is going to stop any bronzer and powder blush that we put on later from sticking and looking really patchy. So now I'm getting an angled brush and my bronzer and just packing that on this outer part of the face. Right on the cheekbone, trying to really carve it out. Really sort of chisel the jawline out. Start blending out. So I was just using the sponge to soften everything up. Now I'm taking my NYX eyebrow pencil. And then I just get the brush side. Just getting a fluffy brush and a bit more bronzer. And just sweeping that back and forward. I'm just wiping off all of the excess concealer. Take any angled brush and then blend that concealer out. Put some translucent powder on top. I'm using this Tarte Pro Glow and Blush palette and any blush brush, this coral shade, and just again putting that on this outer part. And then I'm taking a bit of this bronzy shade and going over it. And wipe off that powder. Taking my Maybelline thin eyeliner again, I'm just gonna draw out a long wing over the brown wing that we already have. So it's super thin and it just intensifies the brown. And then get any really dark brown eyeshadow. So I'm just using Amber again, this one. And just go over that. I always use my finger to clean up the lines. You get that same colour and do your bottom lash line. And then just meet that up with the wing. I'm gonna take my eyeliner again and just put it on this inner corner bit. It will elongate the eye this way. So now I'm gonna put on these eyelashes. So I just put on those eyelashes, put a thin layer of mascara on top of them to blend them in, and then put a layer of mascara on my bottom lashes. And I'll just show you how I did that. Lip liner. And we're going to blend that in with lip gloss in a second. I'm getting the NYX Butter Gloss. Almost forgot highlighter. Ooh. I always almost forget things. So for highlighter, I'm just going to get my tapered highlighter brush, looks like this, Tarte Pro Glow palette, and then I'm just going to get this shade here, Fire, and put that on the top of my cheekbone. Just makes it sort of stick out a bit more, adding to that whole lifted effect. Just get a bit on your finger. that was way too much, so I'm gonna get my sponge and blend that out a bit. So this is the final look. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you liked this video.
So you're videoing?
Yeah, I've got this out.
Me in your video.
I'm not gonna do that. Please stop.
I just sit on the bed and lay chest.
No, you can sit there and play.